Even though this actually happened to one of my figures, I have to admit that beyond sadness, this figure really wasn't that great after all. So I guess what I'm trying to say right now in front of the camera, and the figure of course, is no offense, but I'm glad you're dead. I'm glad you're dead. Why the hell am I laughing? I should be crying. What? So it comes to this, the final toy review for Deception Week. Number 5, Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager Class Shockwave. And let me just go ahead and tell you, this figure is absolutely amazing. I am very, very surprised on how well this figure actually turned out. We have been getting cheaped out on a lot of Dark of the Moon figures this year. But this one, they put a lot of time development and they put a lot of color scheme on him. I mean it. I really don't know what to say. Pretty much anything bad. I can't say anything bad at all about this figure. One thing, you can't complain about the vehicle mode because, first of all, you don't even know exactly what it is. So what are you complaining about? I mean, really, how can you? But to me, this actually looks like something they could have selected. Rather, instead of it being for Dark of the Moon, it could have been his War for Cybertron design. I mean it. This concept is actually gorgeous. It's just so incredible. I really don't know what I'm looking at. It's just a car, it's not a truck, it's just a vehicle. But the package actually confirms it to be ground assault vehicle, so it's not a tank, even though it's got treads, in which they actually look pretty cool. Not from this side, but if you look on the bottom, whoa! Look at all those treads! My God, Armada Megatron would be so jealous right now. Generations. He can actually roll. The wheels are actually movable because there's the front wheels, those two little tiny wheels, and then there's also these wheels right here. Amazing. I mean, it would have been awesome if they were actually treads that actually moved, but you know, it's just a little Voyager figure, so I understand about these little plastic wheels, but at least they had the courtesy to actually have them move. So that's nice. I am very, very impressed with this mode. Oh, if you look very carefully in the light, I don't know if you can actually see it. You can see it through these little windows right here. Kind of gives him a Tankor look, you know, Beast Machine's Tankor. It just brings a homage to him, even though this is actually Shockwave, not Tankor. So, you know, I just thought I'd show you that because that's actually kind of cool and creepy at the same time. It really is. Vehicle mode, it really is. So, what does this ground assault vehicle actually do? Well, it really does nothing except for roll. Now, a lot of people are wondering exactly when you hook up his particle wave blaster, where exactly does this little like tube thing going on here actually attach in vehicle mode? Well, some people would actually say that it actually attaches right here to this little hole. You know, pretty much where the little tube thing actually connects in robot mode. But no, it doesn't, because once you plug it in there, this part actually just comes right off. It's okay if you just put it right here. It looks alright. Sure, I mean, it's a little out there from where the vehicle actually is, but you know what? I mean, it looks fine to me. Silver bits, and there are some nice metallic purple bits right here. And you'll see a lot of that in vehicle mode. Robot mode. My bad. So, okay, with nothing else to say, let's just go ahead and get him into robot mode.
Come here, you son of a...
Behold the awesome might of the one and only Shockwave. Yes, he is awesome. So incredible. I love the way this figure came out. So skeletal-like. I mean, look at that. His rib cage, it's actually showing on the outside of his armor. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, we got a lot going on here, and the color scheme on him is just amazing. So let's see, what do we got? We got like a metallic purple for his knees. We got some purple around his whole entire body. We got some dull gray as usual with a little hint of shiny silver in there. Not much, but you can actually see it a bit in the light. Yeah, I mean, this figure overall, he's got some pretty interesting colors. Oh, he's also got some gold as well. Can't believe I didn't notice that. Oh, and also, if you actually count light piping, then yes, actually this figure actually has red on him as well for the eyes. So yes, he is loaded with some good colors. He's got purple, he's got shiny purple, he's got silver, he's got dull gray, he's got gold, and he's got red because of the light piping. So overall, I mean, they really put a lot of work into this figure. It's so awesome looking, so incredible. He is so built, and he's not back heavy. Look at that. He doesn't have a backpack. I can't count that as a backpack. That's just so cool. So much articulation to this figure as well. And the MechTech weapon, his particle blaster, is just awesome. So pretty much, when you flip his arm around, this is pretty much what you get right here. But when you also hit this lever right here, and there's this little hole for this tab that's right here, just close it like that, and there you go. It splits out into like some kind of super weapon for the particle blaster. So cool, so amazing. All the detail that is on this figure. I love this figure so much. It's just so awesome. And he's also got some ratcheting joints as well. Now, here is my one and only complaint, which is pretty much just a little nitpicking. Yes, even the perfect figures out there have got problems, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Alright, it's his tube. This thing that hooks right here, and then it plugs into the cannon. So, yeah, I mean, you don't get too much distance with this arm once you got it hooked in. But if you take it out, then actually you can move his arm around anywhere you please. See? But when it's hooked in, I mean, really, he's limited. So, I mean, it's not really that much of a gripe. I mean, you can also hook it here to its MechTech port. Just plug it in like so. And there you go. You got a little bit more room. Like I said, this figure is actually pretty well articulated. He's got a lot when it comes to a Voyager figure. His head is on a ball joint, but it barely moves up and down a little bit. It also rotates around a full 360, which is very nice. Nothing hinders it, so that's pretty cool. The I mean the shoulders, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but it really, I mean, he's like so bulk, so built, it's just awesome the way they're actually sticking up like that. I mean, it doesn't look like Megatron actually when he's shrugging his shoulders whenever you gotta move him in and out. So, okay, I mean, they swivel, you know, they go around a full 360 like so. They go in and out. This is on a ball joint actually. That's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, there's no bicep bending to it, but you know, you can actually rotate it as you can see like a normal figure. So bicep articulation is still there, just not like Starscream and Megatron. Elbows, they bend about that much, so that's kind of cool. The hands, sadly, I think all the Decepticons are pretty much like this. In order for them to be straight out like normal, it's got to be rotated like this to where you can't bend the elbow this way, but it bends this way. So, yeah, and that's a bit sad, but you know what? Yeah, it's just nitpicking, so it's okay. Waist articulation, not present, which is a shame. It was cool when it was actually on Megatron. Well, kind of. Okay. So his legs, they're on ratcheting joints. They go up. They don't ratchet this way. They go back about that far, so that's alright. Now, when they go in and out on this leg, ooh, you can hear it. That's very tight. We gotta do something about it because I'm a little scared that this might snap eventually. Also, his thighs, they also rotate, as you can see. His knees, they bend. They're double jointed. That is awesome. Very awesome. So you can get them about way up there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. These are articulated as well. His knees, well, you know, pretty much his knee armor. And his feet, they pivot up pretty far, but that's due to transformation, and they pivot down. And that's it. They don't rotate. Would have been cool if they did, but you know what? Like I said, just nitpicking. This figure is incredible. He is so awesome. I mean, if it wasn't for this tube here, this figure would actually have no complaints. I love the MechTech design. I love what's going on here when you put it together. And it's just awesome. An awesome MechTech weapon. It's also got the Decepticon symbol. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. You can kind of see it. I love his light piping! So awesome. So amazing. It's just so shiny. And, wow. I mean, it's just overall a very, very impressive figure from the front to the back. I mean, you really cannot complain about this one. This is Shockwave. My God, it is Shockwave. Finally, we get to see what Shockwave would look like if he was in the Michael Bay movie series. And at long last, in the final Transformer film, thus far, I'll say that again, thus far, we finally get to see Shockwave. And I'm loving it. It's truly better than Megatron and also Starscream. Yes, Starscream as well. This figure is the dominant one out of everything I have reviewed for Deception Week. Truly, truly awesome. And for a few other size comparisons, if you don't mind, guys, from beyond the Transformers line, we have Automorphing Jason, we have Dr. Eggman, and we've got... No. I don't want to show that one off yet. I could go on and talk about this figure forever, but you know what? I'm running out of time, so I got to stop it right here. So that's it, guys. We are finished. that is the end of Deception Week, and hopefully you guys were not disappointed with my final pick, my number one figure of Deception Week. Really? He's perfect. He's a perfect grab. He's 5 out of 5. You will not be disappointed with this figure. If you don't buy him, then truly you are not a Transformers fan. Or you just, you really hate the Michael Bay franchise. So, really, it's totally up to you, but I do recommend him all the way. Voyager class, Shockwave. If you actually enjoyed this review and all the other reviews of Deception Week, hopefully you did, guys. I hope you found something interesting out of at least one of them. Hopefully you will rate, comment, and subscribe to Red is Power's video on YouTube. And that's it, guys. We're finished here. So until the next toy review, which whatever it could be, I could have gave it away already. This is Red is Power / Sonic Ranger signing out. Thank you very much for tuning in to Deception Week. And with that said, it's time to turn Sonic back to normal.